we are about to showcase the new Christmas Jiro. But before we even begin, I want everybody to know I am absolutely livid that it took me so many summons to get her. But at the same time, I am happy to be able to showcase her for you guys. So we are going to be showcasing her in PvP. We are not going to be showcasing her in VE Tower because we don't know when another VE Tower might occur. And there is no current climax battle right now going on to test her out in. So with all that said, I would like to say this Jiro has actually surprised me, and she has been better than I thought she would be in PvP. My Jiro is only level 90, but she is fully advanced leveled as far as you can get her without a DX copy. And then for her basic board, I do have it all the way up to board 13. This will be my first time actually taking on an Ultra Arena match with a board 13 Jiro. Before I did some Ultra Arena testing, and I only had her at like board 9, and she actually did well as a level 90 board 9 character against level 130 characters. She did insanely well. So I was very impressed to say the least. This is how far I am on her piece route. I don't quite have enough pieces or stars to exchange to get pieces to get her to level 100 yet. And I am saving a couple of stars, but that's for the New Year's characters because the New Year's characters look absolutely amazing. If you guys haven't seen the news on those characters yet, go check out that video because very, very interesting. The plus ultra move for Jiro is called Heartbeat Notes. It deals 600% damage to a single opponent, restores HP of all allies by 20%, and increases their power by 20% for 3 turns. And she shortens her own cooldown time by 1, and she shortens character's cooldown time by another 1 when her HP is above 50%. So a lot of cooldown on this Jiro, which is really good. So she has 5-turn cooldowns initially. They are guaranteed to become 4-turn cooldowns. They can potentially become 3-turn cooldowns, which is really, really good. Her first action skill is Soothing Melody, restores HP of all allies by 25%, cancels 2 of their status elements, and increases their skill impact by 35% for 3 turns, which is really good. Her first action skill, Stereo Speakers, deals 300% damage to all opponents, restores HP of all allies by 20%, increases their power by 20% for 3 turns, and restores 20% of damage taken for 3 turns. So that's a lot of healing, restoring damage taken and restoring HP. And then also on top of all that, she is increasing power and skill impact with all of these skills for all allies, which is insanely good. But then it gets even better with her first auto skill, which I still love the name for it. It makes no sense, but a husky, sexy voice. Like you don't think of like a girl with that. You think a husky, sexy voice, right? You don't think of Jiro. But anyways, increases max HP of all allies that are UA high students by 40%. So you want to run her on an all UA high team if you can to get that extra 40% max HP, which is insane. That is a lot, and that is passive. That is really, really good. That is permanent HP increase. That's really good, not to be underestimated. Also cancels 1 status element of all allies after a character receives 3 attacks. And so right now in the current attack all meta, she works really, really well because let's say you are slower turn 1 and they have 3 attack alls. Well, it doesn't matter. It won't mess up your skill chain when it comes to your turn to attack because she will remove the stuns or she'll remove the binds or whatever status element afflicted you, which is really cool. And then her second auto skill, Time to Improvise, increases skill impact of all allies by 25% when character is restoring taken damage, which she always is, and then restores characters taken damage by 20% when HP is below 50%. So she's just always healing, which is insane. And then for the memory I have on her, I have the new memory, which I feel like is kind of necessary, which makes it rough to use this character. But if you do have the combination of this memory and the character, it makes her viable. The problem is you're trading out a speed memory for this memory, so you can't really run her on a speed team, which is why I'm running her on the team I'm running her on, which I'll explain here in a second. But the memory is called Prepare for a Holy Night. Increases characters max HP by 30% when equipped by an ABL type character. Increases characters plus ultra gauge by 10% after 1 turn passes while character is restoring taken damage. So she's always increasing her plus ultra gauge every turn basically because you're restoring damage, and then gives character the ability to make a last stand 2 times after 2 turns pass while character is restoring damage taken, so she'll get last stands as well. That memory is like tailor designed for Jiro. And then alongside Jiro, I am running Monoma and Yayorozu. Monoma is 110, Yayorozu is 130. Neither of them are UR plus though, and I have a fully DX'd adventure awaits on both of them. So this team works out really well because Monoma can draw and drop aggro with Jiro, and then the whole time Yayorozu's hiding, which is really nice. And then additionally, Monoma reduces skill cooldowns, and so does Yayorozu, so you never have to worry about, like, even if one of your characters gets stunned, you don't have to worry about, like, 2 turns later having your skill chains thrown off, because you can get your skill chains back in order because of the cooldowns that these guys offer. So this team actually works really well as a team that doesn't need to be faster than the enemy team to succeed. Okay, so I was about to run out of time there. I was about to update. So we have to pick a team here to take on. I don't really care which team I take on. I feel like we're not going to take on a team with Kirishima. This team won't do well against Kirishima. As much as I want to take on Sunny here, we don't really have Pierce characters. So we'll take on a team that I would consider this to be a meta team here. Really freaking annoying. You have 2 UR pluses. You have UR plus Compress, UR plus Yayorozu, right? And we are going to try to take on this team with 2 blue units versus 2 green units. And we're going to see how this goes. I could absolutely lose. I will keep it in the video if I lose. It's happened. But then hopefully we'll find at least a match or 2 where this team does succeed. I have tested this team a little bit, and I've found quite a bit of success with it, but I feel like it is kind of RNG for whether you're going to win or not. And keep in mind, this is only a level 90 Jiro. It might be a struggle going against UR pluses. So we get some text from Monoma. You don't get to see that every day, which is kind of nice because it feels nice running other characters in Ultra Arena. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I'm so tired of running the same old meta, same old characters. If we could get everybody who plays the game on the same page to just say, hey, screw the meta, let's have some fun for a season, that'd be amazing. Or if the developers could just fix it and limit characters or make a separate game mode where, like, you have to use certain characters each month. It's so simple to do that, but they're just unwilling, man. Maybe in this next year, we'll see. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and use stereo speakers first. It's going to restore HP of all allies for the next few turns, and it's also going to restore damage taken. So this is the one you want to use first if you can. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to use Clever Thinking. It is going to cancel 2 temporary buffs of all opponents, block the opponent's buffs for 1 turn, and decrease the opponent's skill impact by 30% for 3 turns, and decreases their speed by 20% for 3 turns. So eventually, if everything goes right, we could potentially be faster than the enemy. It depends on if we get bound right here and how that actually all ends up working out for us. And then also, you have to keep in mind that Monoma can block buffs, so that blocking of buffs is what's going to help us get past the annoying healing meta right now that people are running. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and do this with Yayorozu to increase our max HP even further, because we're getting 40% from Jiro. We can get 30% from Yayorozu and just have a massive HP increase. So even if we get hit, we don't hopefully have to worry about dying. Like, look at that, 87% max HP increase on Jiro. And if we look at Monoma, he has 70% max HP up and 90% on Yayorozu. So a lot of max HP up, which is going to give us even more survivability. We are going second, of course. See how many people get bound. Just Jiro, actually. Jiro has been attacked twice now, so she gets attacked 1 more time, which she probably will. She should remove status elements there if I'm not mistaken, but it seems maybe I'm reading that wrong. I don't know. She's fine on health though, so you can see her health. We'll go ahead and do this. We'll draw aggro with Monoma just to kind of protect. Alright, yep, so Baka goes after Jiro. Okay, there, she removed the status element finally. Good. Alright, so now Jiro is free to do her thing. We drew aggro with Monoma. Everybody's still full. So like I said, you don't have to worry as much even when somebody gets bound. We're going to do this to give ourselves healing. They're going to attack Jiro. That's fine. 1 more attack on Jiro, but we're good. And then now we draw aggro with Monoma. And Jiro's going to heal back up to full. And Jiro is pretty much full on health. So even though it looked a little bit scary there, it's really not as scary as it seems, right? So there you go. Now we're going to go ahead and block buffs. And we'll do this. We are still not faster, but I think we'll be okay because now we have bind resist up, so we should be fine. Alright, Bakugo blocked some of our buffs. We block his. From here, we are going to plus ultra with Jiro. Yeah, why not? And we're going to do this and this and draw aggro of Monoma, because they're going to attack Jiro right here, or Bakugo will at least. You can really, it's really nice to be able to control who they attack. I feel like that's really, really cool. So there's the plus ultra. 16,000. It's not the most damage, but you know, and I won't lie, this team takes a while, but eventually once it gets going, it's not half bad. All right, we'll get the should we get the continuous healing up? I feel like we should probably, yeah, we're gonna wait a turn to get everybody back on the same page. Hopefully Jiro doesn't die here. I think she'll be fine. She should have another last stand. Oh, we're good. We drew aggro anyways. We're good. And compress is getting low. Jiro heals back up, and we're good to go. All right, now we get the continuous healing going. We block buffs, and we do this, and you'll notice that compress is confused. So we just wait till we get the status element, and it changes everything, and now we're first. Block buffs. No healing for compress. Oh, never mind. I guess he did get healed. Okay. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We are slower this time. We should have bind resist, which should be good. They just can't kill Jiro, man. Perfect. Okay. Now we want to ult. And we should be able to kill compress here or get pretty close. Here comes Bakugo's attack on Monoma. Monoma's fine because we have so much max HP. Okay, and Compress is dead. So there you go. It does take a while, but yeah, this team just seems invincible. Doesn't die easily. We're going to do this. And as you can see, all of their skill chains are thrown off at this point. It does take a bit to get there, but like it doesn't even matter, right? We're so good. And now at this point, I want to say it's just cleanup. You know, something could always go wrong. You never know, but we'll see. If Bakugo starts hitting hard enough later, it could be a problem for us. All right, Deku's dead. That's two of our enemies down. From here, we'll go ahead and just plus ultra with everybody. We want to go after. Oh well. Yeah, it doesn't really matter who we go after. I guess let's try to go after Yayorozu here. The Pierce from Endeavor's a little bit annoying, but we should be okay. Notice Jiro got targeted again. Now we draw aggro with Monoma. Give Jiro a chance to survive and heal. So the last stands with Jiro, obviously very, very nice. There we go. Okay. Now we want to kill Endeavor if we can, because he is probably the scariest one out of the lot. We'll go ahead and draw aggro with Monoma as well. Okay, we're good. Endeavor's dead. And now we just have to kill Bakugo. And that's how easy this team is. You you don't need speed anymore. Speed doesn't matter with this team, which is crazy to me. I've done it. I've finally found it, guys. A team that doesn't require speed, doesn't require AoEs. I'm breaking the meta. That's what I'm doing. It feels so nice. Well, there we go. Oh man, just die, Bakugo. Just die. Just die. Just die. Okay, we'll end this off with Jiro's plus ultra here. Goodbye. Goodbye. And that is that battle. How many turns did that take us? I didn't even keep count. Oh my gosh. Obviously, a lot of turns. A lot of turns for that particular match. Oh, but we did it. And we got it perfect without losing a single character against 2 UR plus characters. And there was 2 green characters on that team. I don't think it gets much better for showcasing that team. We were running 2 blue units against 2 green units, and we absolutely dominated them and bent them over. So, I mean, there you go. 442,000 damage from Monoma. Jiro is not there for damage, but still 279,000 from her, and then 478,000 from Yayorozu. How often do you feel like you see that type of damage on Yayorozu? Like, dang, that is pretty dang good. 525,000 battle power is what they had. What do we have? we had 453,000. So a 75,000 battle power difference. And we still perfected them with this team. So Jiro, surprisingly like good, way better than I thought she'd be, right? We'll go ahead and just take on this team here too. This is also what I would consider a very meta annoying team right now. I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of RNG for if you get stunned or not at the first turn, and if that really messes you up or not. So I could potentially lose, but this will be the last match we do. I feel like we've already definitely seen that this team can work. So even if it doesn't work this time, I'll be happy, but hopefully it works. We are definitely not going to be faster at the start here. We could be faster after turn 1, depending on Monoma, because he does decrease opponent's speed by 20%, but I doubt it. So we'll go ahead and do what we did last time. We'll probably get stunned. But we have so much max HP, it shouldn't matter. Only Yayorozu got stunned, actually. Not bad. So we got the continuous healing up and going now. Alright, that's actually pretty good. Now we'll go ahead and do these. Nobody should be getting stunned anymore. They're not going to be able to do very much damage to us. Draw aggro with Monoma. Alright, and we're good. We got our last stands up, we got our healing going, and we're solid at this point. We'll go ahead and use both plus ultras. And they're going to go after Jiro right here, mainly after they do these attack alls. So here comes... Oh, never mind. We got to go before Yayorozu. I wasn't paying attention to the turn count. So that worked out well for us, being able to draw aggro right there. Jiro is stunned, which is a little bit annoying, but it should be okay. I am going to wait. Yep, I'm going to wait to use Yayorozu's skill. And now she's unstunned. Stunned again. And she's been attacked 3 times, so she's unstunned again. It's a little bit weird, right? But it works. It works. All right, we'll go ahead and do all of these. And then here comes an attack from Uraraka. We'll raise Jiro's max HP. Block buffs. And we're fine. And now we're actually going to wait. We're going to go ahead and do our skill chain. We're going to draw aggro with Monoma. He'll be able to dodge 2 of these. And we'll also get some healing. There we go. And now everybody has last stands. We should be fine. So there's 1 dodge from Monoma. 2 dodges from Monoma. Monoma takes this attack. And he's still fine. He has enough HP. We do have 2 stunned characters though, so yeah, the stun is a little bit annoying. We'll see if we end up dying here. I don't know. Jiro's going to stop us from being status elemented, but it doesn't really matter at this point, right? Yeah, okay, we did lose this one. Dang it, man. If Monoma could have held on right there and actually plus ultra, but there, we just got really, really, really unlucky with the amount of stuns that hit right there. I can't believe how many stuns just hit us. That was insane. That normally doesn't happen, but we'll go ahead and forfeit that match. I'm not even going to go through trying to do the rest of it. The stuns went off on that team. That was actually just crazy. But like I said, I feel like you guys have seen what that team can do, and we did, you know, beat a green team. That team is also somewhat meta, so any teams with Bakugo compress, you don't have to fear anymore with this team. Apparently with Uraraka, you still have to fear Uraraka. Just unfortunate with how many stuns hit though, really. Normally I feel like that many stuns don't hit. I could go take on that same team and probably win the next time. It was just really bad RNG for me right there. But yeah, that is the showcase for Jiro. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.